Guys, welcome to week 4 of art class e-learning style. This lesson is for kindergartners, first graders, and second graders. We today are going to be drawing a still life using objects that you will find around your house. First graders know a lot about still lifes because we had just started our still life unit when school closed. So if you are in first grade, you are a step ahead of the game. Woohoo! We're going to talk a little bit about Pablo Picasso because Pablo Picasso was a still life artist, meaning that he drew pictures from life. So he would draw something that was in the same area or the same room as him, and he would draw still objects that cannot move on their own. So as we see in the picture, he's got some fruit, he has a pitcher, looks like a glass, a loaf of bread, and a cloth or something there on top of a table. What makes a still life a still life? A still life drawing has to be drawn from life, so it has to be something that you're looking at or that you can touch or that's directly in front of you. It can't be something that you're imagining. It can't be a dream. You can't think about what it might look like and draw it. You're going to draw something that's generally sitting right in front of you that you set up. So it also has to be something that sets still. So you don't want to choose your cat or your little sister because that is not a still object. And if you're in the middle of your drawing and it moves, it will mess up your picture. So keep that in mind as you are completing step number 1. Find 3 to 5 objects to draw around your house. Keeping in mind that I want objects that sit still and something that I can move to sit in front of me while I draw. I chose a lemon. It's fake. I have a candle. And my aloe plant. So I brought all 3 of my still life objects into my dining room so that I can draw them. I'm finished with step 1. Step 2 tells me to draw them with a pencil first. I'm going to set up my still life how I want it to be for my picture. And I think I want my aloe in the back because he's the tallest, with my candle and then my lemon. So you can set up your still life however you want. And now that I have my still life set up, I'm going to draw it with a pencil. And my still life is taller than it is wide, so I will start with my paper like this instead of like this. It doesn't matter how you guys do it. It's totally up to you. Do my aloe plant first because he's pretty big. And he's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. So then in front of my aloe, I have my little lemon guy, and he's kind of oval shaped. And then next to him is my candle, and he's shorter than my aloe is. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and get this done so that we can move on to our next step for you guys. Here's my still life. It's not perfect, but I tried my best, and that's all that matters. My objects are floating right now because they are not sitting on a table, so I need to draw some sort of background or something so that we can tell they're not just floating objects in space. And now my next step tells me trace all my pencil lines with a black marker. As usual, we do this at school all the time. We practice our tracing using a black marker or a black crayon or a black colored pencil. And I'm going to trace over all of my pencil lines, including my table or my background. Hopefully you guys do a much better job of tracing because I'm not doing a great job. I've traced my still life with black. Step number 4 tells me to add color. When you are coloring in your still life today, you can choose to use whatever you want. Markers, crayons, it's totally up to you. I'm going to use crayons, I think. And when I'm coloring in my still life objects, I am going to try to color them in as closest to their real color as I can because I want it to look realistic. After all, it is a still life drawing, so I want it to look like it looks in real life. So my aloe is obviously going to be maybe like a darker shade of green. My lemon is kind of like a goldeny yellow, so I'll try to find one of my darker shades of yellow. And then I always want to give myself some sort of background too. And I do not want my background to take away from my picture, so I'm just going to color my background a nice solid gray. But you can draw a background if you would like. It's totally up to you. Obviously, I'm not finished. But when you guys finish yours, make sure you email me your pictures. I would love to see them. Have fun, guys.